It's the play everyone was talking about at the Liberty Flames spring game. 9-year-old Nathan Norman taking one to the house.
He's at the 15, the 10, he's got a chance at the 5. Touchdown, Liberty, Nathan Norman!
But to find Nathan's real impact on the team, you have to look beyond the playing field.
Well, I've had a lot of different medicines. I can't remember how many are all of them because I've had a whole lot of them.
Even before Nathan was out of diapers, he was fighting for his life. Diagnosed with brain cancer at 2 years old, it had spread to his spine by the time he was 5.
It's different with these type cancers. You don't try to get rid of the cancer because you're not going to if you can't surgically remove it. You just try to keep it stable for as long as possible.
It's still there. You know, right now there's nothing. There's no medical treatment, there's no medicine, there's no chemistry that they can come up with to do anything for him.
My worst fear of something happening to one of my children that was out of my control happened, and at that point I had a choice to make. I could choose to be bitter, I could choose to be angry, I could choose to say, well, there must not be a God, or I could choose to say, Lord, I don't know why, but I'm trusting you.
Trusting that her son's battle has a greater purpose. It's a fight that Nathan has taken head on, and his weapon, faith.
I've learned that to not be afraid because God's always with us. I don't pray for my cancer to go away. I pray for if it brings more people to the Lord, then make it go away. But if it brings more people to the Lord, if it stays, then make it stay.
A selfless prayer filled with wisdom beyond his years.
I know even adults so many times struggle with the assurance of their salvation. He doesn't. He knows either way that God's got his back.
You been doing good? School been going well?
Mm-hmm.
How you doing?
Good.
Good. He inspires me. Before I met him, I think I used to dwell on the negative a lot.
You rather eat the cookie or take it apart and like lick the middle?
I just think meeting him and interacting with him and his family, it's just so positive to see their spiritual walk with Christ. It's just made me a much better person, not only just in general, but spiritually as well.
Lucas Holder shores up the offensive line for the Liberty Flames. When he's not opening holes in opposing defenses,
You're so booked right now.
Okay, I'm too big.
he and his Flames teammates can be found playing freeze tag with Nathan and his siblings.
If I'm running from one of them, then they usually get me because they're a lot faster than me. But if I climb the tree, then they can't climb up it because they're too big.
You guys are like Spider-Man.
Thanks to the organization Team Impact, Nathan was matched up with the Liberty football team.
How you doing? Glad to have you, man.
To come alongside and support one another. Nathan had his own signing day ceremony, helped with the recent coin toss, and regularly attends practices. But this is a friendship that goes beyond just a high five.
He gets tickled because they'll call him little brother, you know, and he thinks that's the most awesome thing ever. And it's not just him, because they show special attention to all of the kids, and that means so much. You see what they do on the field with Nathan and bringing them to practices, but you don't see all of the behind the scenes. You don't see Coach Gill praying over Nathan after the spring game. You don't see the guys that come up here and play tag in the yard with the kids or watch a movie, you know, and they don't brag about those things. They don't say, well, hey, we're going to do this, or hey, we're going to do that. They just do because they love Nathan.
Oh!
Yes!
Booyah!
And the blessing from this friendship is far from one-sided.
They say that I'm really tough and that if they tried, then it would be really hard for them to go through it.
Nathan, how about you take the middle this time? You seem like the best player.
His passion, his drive for life, he loves to live, and it's really changed my life just seeing him and how he attacks the day, and just being a 9-year-old and not taking anything for granted. It's special to see.
I think you don't have to put an age on somebody having a strong relationship with Jesus Christ. You see it, you hear him, and so it doesn't exemplify that you got to wait till you're 18 years old, you got to wait till you're 50, or I know there's never been an age, but it just shows how God can touch people in so many different ways and in a strong way.
I love you, all right? I love you. All right, brother? You take care. All right.
We're all here to really let people know about Christ, and Nathan is doing that.
living out each day with purpose and showing that his strength is found in his faith, which is even mightier than his friends on the gridiron.
He does have this really just huge mountaintop faith. Like, he reminds me of David when he stood before the giant. He's like, you know, you guys, you've got all this armor, but you're trembling. You know, you're afraid of him. He says, I'll fight him. You know, I'll fight him in the name of God. He goes, and he does. You know, he fights this cancer, and this cancer is his giant.
Our prayer for our kids has always and will always be that they love and follow the Lord and serve Him in whatever capacity God has them in. And Nathan's doing that. He's 9 years old, and whether God allows him to be 99 years old or whether He takes him home in the next few years, Nathan is making a difference. He is being a living testimony. As a mama, I couldn't ask for any more.